So funny story about this knife. It used to belong to my cousins. It was like a play butter knife, and when I was a kid, for some reason, I was obsessed with this knife. I have no idea why. And I literally stole it from their house. I like shoved it inside my pants, and my mom was putting me in my car seat, and I felt so guilty about it that I was like, "Look, Mom, there's a bump on my leg." And she's like, "What is that?" And then she found out that I had indeed stolen this knife. And I had to walk back to their door, knock on the door, and say, "I'm sorry, but I stole your knife." And then years later, I think it was like last year, my aunt gave me this knife in my Christmas present. So, full circle. So I'm getting rid of these mugs, and then I'm keeping those 3 in the back. Well, actually there's 4. I have another one in my room right now. But the rest are my roommates, and I'm going to pass on these ones. Why do I even have this? It doesn't close because apparently it got melted in the dishwasher. So for some reason I kept it and I put it back in the freaking cabinet. I'm crazy. Oh. Don't need dish. Don't need dish. Wow, we're doing good. All right, so I'm getting rid of more stuff. I did this in like 10 minutes because I just felt like I could all of a sudden, spur of the moment. But now I need to put on clothes because I'm still in my pajamas, as you can see. I need to put on clothes because I'm supposed to leave for work in 5 minutes. All right, so we are just apparently decluttering the kitchen today because I'm home on my lunch and I just have a short lunch today, and I've literally only been doing it for like 20 minutes, but I just feel like I have like super clarity right now as to like what I actually need and what I don't need, and so I'm just going with it. I'll show you what I have so far. Okay, so I added some of these bowls. I went through these cabinets also. Yeah, I pretty much went through almost all of them so far. Well, actually not any of these drawers yet, but okay. These cutting boards, this is ridiculous. I kept 4 are in here, and I literally had 17. That's ridiculous. Why do I need 17 cutting boards or sheets? I don't need that many. So getting rid of those. And then the rest are just duplicates. Like I have bowls already. Some of them are in the wash, but I'm only gonna keep like maybe 6 bowls. And so I'm gonna get rid of some of these and some of these big mixing bowls. I'm keeping like 4 bigger mixing bowls, and that should be plenty for what I need it for. And then I'm just getting rid of some of these decorative things because I already have a couple cute pictures and vases that I could use instead of these things. So I'm getting rid of that. I'm also getting rid of another pan because, I mean, this is fairly self-explanatory. Getting rid of that because she's lived a good life. And I'm also getting rid of that pot because I have that one that will do much better, and it's bigger and it's better quality. So I'm getting rid of that, and I'm also getting rid of some of these odds and ends, some of these Tupperware that just don't work. And then I'm probably gonna come back and do more after work. Okay, good news. It's pajama 30, and I am still in the decluttering mood. I just don't know what's come over me. I'm just wanting to get rid of everything. I am pretty much finished with my kitchen. It's a disaster. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'm getting rid of all this stuff. I just got this and sadly it did not work at all. So I'm getting rid of that, and all this stuff was in here, which was like my baking cabinet. And it's just stuff that I either haven't used, some of it's just like old cards, old like crock pot, manuals, things like that, other manuals, pumpkin carving stuff that I just don't need anymore, multiples of things I'm going to donate because I have some measuring cups already. So I'm going to get rid of those, just some random stuff. Some of the stuff is expired, and some of it I might offer to either my friends or my roommate, see if she wants any of the stuff. Hi, Oki. But yeah, so that's that. And then up here, we have all sorts of goodies. This is what I did earlier today. And then over there as well. So I think my roommate is going to have some company over tonight, so I need to figure out what the crap to do with all this stuff. I think I'm just gonna pile in my room. So I have been doing decluttering all day today, and I've just really had kind of an interesting wave come over me as I've been decluttering my kitchen, and I have this huge pile of things that I don't need, that I either have doubles of, that I don't use anymore, that were gifts from people that I don't need. And it was interesting today, I felt so embarrassed. Like, there's so many people in the world that would die to just get one of these things, or you know, to have some of these things, and here I have a huge pile of so much excess. And I think that's partially, you know, living in the United States, and I'm lucky, and that is a privilege, and I don't want to take that lightly. And I think I've just been feeling heaviness, and I think honestly that's a part of why people don't declutter. I think that's a part of why people will just tend to hide away all their stuff and keep it because there's an element of shame and embarrassment and feeling wasteful, and I've just been trying to let go of that thought, because yeah, I think it's really important for me to be thankful and be grateful for what I have, and be aware of the privilege that I have to have all this excess in my life. But also at the same time, like, I don't want that to stop me from being generous and sharing my gifts and sharing what I have been given and what I've been able to store up in my home and in my life. I don't want that guilt to stop me from blessing other people. And it's even just made me think less about, like, I don't think I want to sell any more stuff. I mean, I might sell a couple more pieces. I can't really even think of anything off the top of my head, but I've felt good about everything that I've sold so far, and I want to do a video on that, of how I've been able to like make extra money selling my stuff. But I think more than anything, like, I just really feel like a shift, and I just want to give away what I have, and I want it to be something that blesses other people. And I'm going to text my neighbor and see if she wants to come over and look through the stuff. And I'm going to text some of my friends, and I want it to be something where I can give and have it be something that blesses my friendships and blesses my relationships. And I think that's such a beneficial part of decluttering and being intentional with what you have, is that it's an opportunity to bless someone else. It's an opportunity to strengthen a friendship, to make a friendship, to connect with your community, whether you have them come over and look at your stuff, or just give, or just donate. all those things can bless people. So I think that's an important thing to remember, like as you're going through stuff. I think it's normal to have that feeling and that sense of guilt, and I think if anything, it's a good opportunity for me to just think about to just think about like how I'm spending my money and being intentional and wise and a good steward of my money and how I spend it. And I'm not just spending to satisfy a craving or to fill some shallow need in myself. And it's just been very sobering. I think that's a good word. It's been very sobering, and I don't want to take that lightly. So I will show you what I have, and I'm going to go through my shed, and then after that I'm going to have some family members come over and look through my stuff, and I'm gonna text my neighbor and see if she wants to come over and look through my stuff, and then hopefully tomorrow or the day after I will be able to donate the rest. So I finally got the kitchen counter all cleaned off. I boxed all of it up and put it here. This is my huge pile of stuff that I am no longer holding on to. I'm going to give away, or not my computer, but everything else here I'm going to give away or donate. And I can't exactly do, because I could like open up the cabinets and show you guys what my cabinets look like now. They're definitely more tidy and organized, but the only thing with that is I have a roommate and I want to respect her space and her stuff, and it just doesn't feel right to be like showing all of her stuff also, and it feels like an invasion of privacy. So all that being said, this is all you get to see. And I'm going to go out to my shed and see if there's anything that I can grab. I'll probably end up doing a more in-depth shed declutter later, but I want to at least kind of go through and see if there's any big items that I can grab or go through. Okay, so I ran out to my shed and I grabbed this chair. It's a camping chair that someone gave me. I won it in a raffle actually, and it's just a little too large. It is too big, and I want to get one eventually for when I go camping that's a little bit smaller and more compact. So I think I'm going to pass on this. And then this is a backpacking backpack, and my mom gave this to me. It's her old one that she used to use, and this one's kind of hard for me because I really want to keep it, because I really want to be like a backpacker. I backpacked before, but I want to be able to do it again, but it just did not happen at all this summer, and I don't think it's going to be able to happen next summer either. So I think I'm going to donate it, and then when I'm ready to live out my backpacking dreams, then I will buy a used one or something like that. I looked on Facebook Marketplace and I found a similar one that was like $45. So I would rather pay the $45 in 2 years and not have to hang on to this for 2 years. So, wow, that was so successful. My neighbor girl came over and it was so much fun, actually. Like, I've only spent time with her a couple times, but I've just been trying to be more aware of like my community and my neighborhood, and like I have people that live right next door to me. Like, I want to be friends with them, and so I've hung out with her a couple times, and she came over and tried on a bunch of my clothes and took a huge garbage bag of stuff back to her house that she was so excited about. And it was so amazing. Like, her her size was like the exact same size as me, and so all the jeans that I had that I was getting rid of fit her like a glove. So she took home like 5 pairs of jeans, and that she was so excited about and that she loved so much and was so comfortable. And then as we were talking and going through stuff, she really just like shared her story with me and was really open with me, and I kind of shared part of my story with her, and we just really like connected as friends. And I think that we forget that that's what, especially like back in the olden days, like that's how you made friends, was helping each other, was, you know, was serving each other. And it's nice to have something like this and make time for something like this, where like she came over and she was over here for probably like an hour or so, and I would so much rather do something like this than like go out to coffee with her, you know? Like I feel like we put so much pressure on going out to coffee or going out to lunch or something like that. That's where like the social anxiety comes in, and it makes it more stressful. And I think when we're doing stuff like this where I'm helping her, she's helping me, it just takes the pressure off. And a lot of times those conversations flow so much easier, and it's just more natural because it's not about the conversation. It's not about like forcing something. It's just able to happen more naturally. And it was just a really good learning experience for me, and it went really well, and it was so rewarding to see her excited and to see all my clothes look so cute on her, and it just was fun. It was fun for me. Simplifying my life means so much more now that I'm focused on having opportunities to give and share and connect over just focusing on having a clean and organized space. That only goes so far, and it only can make you so happy. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one.